Welcome back to another exciting episode of Build Your Best Life. I am Coach Ricardo Miller, and I am so honored to be here. Listen, it's all about blueprint for success. I am honored and appreciative of Coach Deborah D. Smith, who has invited me to be her host for today. So, in her absence, hats off to Coach Deborah. We love and appreciate you. Her and Deacon Dan is precious to both Karen and I. And so to be able to host this conversation where I'm talking and you need to go into the chat and talk with me, we're going to have a good time. We're talking about 1 second. Okay, I want to talk about 1 second, but before I do that, I want to remind you, follow Build Your Best Life. Go ahead and check out the website. Make sure you get the book. And then these talks, I'll be back doing another one of the sessions for Coach Deborah. Listen, I love her passion. I love the vision of this organization. And all we want to do is provide practical tips for everyday living that will move you towards honoring God with your life. So if you're a mother with a son, this is a live you need to watch. If you're a son and you know your mother needs to get that glory moment of seeing how proud she becomes because of what you're able to do with the gifts and talents that's within you, I want to challenge you to listen to me. I won't be before you long. This beautiful Tuesday evening, I believe deep within all of us is potential that needs to be stirred up. Yeah, potential that needs to be stirred up. In other words, you have to commit to building your best life. Now, it doesn't just happen. It demands focus. It demands intentionality. You got to know that the bricks that you put together that allows you to build your life has to be very thought through. So if you're a mother and you're watching me right now, please do me a favor and tag a few mothers within the comment section. Do that for me. Tag a few mothers in the comments. Say somebody is a mom and you know they need to have this lesson passed on. So if they get it in their spirit, they were more inclined to do the principle, but then also they can pass it on to their children. That's what this platform is all about. Build Your Best Life is all about helping individuals succeed. That's really what it's all about. So here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about 5 things that's built around this 1 second. If you realize the power of a second, you can ruin your life within a second. You can ruin your life within a second. So the blueprint for success demands that you understand life is about time management. Life is about you understanding that second, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, they all matter. Everybody wants a great year, but very few people are paying attention to their second. That 1 second. That 1 second really does matter because enough seconds makes for a minute. That minute adds up, and then before you know it, the minute makes for an hour. Those hours add up, makes for a day, and it keeps going on. And I'm telling you, if you want to pay attention to what you're going to do moving forward so God can be glorified as you build your best life, what I want you to do is pay attention to the power and purpose for every second that has been given to you. So when you look at paying attention to your seconds, people who fail to pay attention to their seconds, here is 5 things you must understand how a second can change your life. Let us pray. Father, I thank you for each and every person that's watching me on this second day of July. We're in the middle of the year, God. Father, I pray, God, that you will bless the mother that is watching right now. Give her wisdom to navigate the seasons of life as a parent, to help her son to grow up and be successful in all that he is created to do. I believe, God, that there are individuals who are watching that's going to appreciate this message because it's going to be timely and it's going to be very necessary. So do what only you can do, God. Bless every hero, everyone that's watching. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. Now, I want to talk about this whole concept of 1 second, how 1 second can ruin your life. Let me say it again. How 1 second can ruin your life. First and foremost, impulsive decisions. Impulsive decisions. A single moment of acting on impulse, such as getting into a fight or driving recklessly, can lead to life-altering consequences, including legal trouble, injury, and even death, ladies and gentlemen. Even death. Impulsive decisions. We know. Unfortunately, I was young in my early teen years doing stuck on crazy, some will call it stuck on stupid, crazy things that actually did not make my mother proud. And I wish to God that there was a platform like Build Your Best Life around for not only my mother, but for me, that I would be able to glean from and grab a hold of the principles that could have literally made a big difference. Impulsive decision. Very few people talk about impulsive decisions, when the truth of the matter is you didn't think about it. You didn't think about it. And so acting in a single moment of impulse without thinking about it can cost you your destiny. Can cost you your destiny. Yes, you have potential unlimited. Yes, God created you with a purpose, but because of how you choose to make decision, impulsive, you're not thinking about the decision. It's the young man who's deciding you're going to have sex without a rubber. Hello. That's the young man who's going to drink and drive. That's the young man who is going to say something. We'll talk more about that. I'm wanting you to know your words matter. I'm wanting you to know every decision you make, in a blink of an eye, you can cost yourself. Years ago, I made a decision and I realized, boy, that could have ruined my life forever. It could have ruined my life forever because it was an impulsive decision. Write that down. Pay attention to your impulsive decisions. Pay attention to them, because some of you, well, I just do what I got to do. Well, that's not the best way to live. You have to think through what you do. Let me say it again. You have to think through what you do. Then number two, words matter. Words matter. Saying something hurtful or offensive in the heat of the moment, oh my goodness, can damage relationships permanently. Did I say permanently? Teach yourself the importance of thinking before you speak. Allow yourself to learn to think before you speak. Be slow to speak, swift to hear. Allow yourself to think through what you're about to say. In 1 second, you can hurt someone so deep that it's hard to come back from it. Sometimes it's not even possible to come back from it. And so you want to watch what you say. That demands discipline. It demands discipline at a very high level. Now, a lot of people, they aren't paying attention to the discipline necessary for success. But I'm telling you, if you are free with all your words without understanding, your words matter. Your words matter. The Bible goes on to say, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Did you hear me? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you and I must understand that in a second, we could say something that can destroy a relationship. In a second. You say, well, you know what? I said it and he got over it. Did he? I said it and she got over it. Did she? Oftentimes, we don't think about the negative impact of our words. But we all grew up hearing a statement such as this: sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, that was not true. Words do hurt us. Words do hurt us. And I'm here today to tell you, in a second, you can mess your future up by saying the wrong thing and causing you to lose favor with the person who was assigned to help you get to your destiny. Number three, when we think about a second, I want you to think about digital footprint. Digital footprint. We're talking about a rush decision to post something inappropriate. Oh man. Or to share sensitive information online can have long lasting repercussion or personal or professional complication when it comes to your life, your destiny. Once something is on the internet, it cannot be moved, or it's extremely challenging to move it. So I'm telling people, in a second, you can mess your life up with the whole digital footprints concept. Is it on the World Wide Web? Is it on the World Wide Web? Did you post it? Oh, but I deleted it. I deleted it 2 minutes later. It's out there. It's out there. It only took you a second, less than a second. Plop, boom, and it's gone. Oh, I just shared the video. Oh, I just snapped the picture and I just shared it. I word voiced it into my phone and just press send. And oh, but I deleted it right away. And it said it was deleted. But was it? Was it? You know, it's crazy that I've had times when people text me and they were texting me as they were angry. And when they text, I just snapshot what they text. Not thinking they would delete it, but to document it, to hold on to it. I snapshot it. The next morning I wake up to go check my text message, it's gone. Because somehow they had some kind of app or some kind of services that allowed them to extract the message. But because I had already snapshot it, that was one way of I still had it. And that's one of those things. You post it and you think because you deleted it 3-4 minutes later, it's gone. But no, it's not. It's not. It's still out there. And so within a second and years later, there are people who found themselves, when people did a digital footprint research, you went and check you out online, you discovered, hey, hold on. I thought that was deleted. You thought wrong. You thought it was deleted, but it wasn't deleted. It wasn't deleted. So I'm here today to tell you, guys, listen, guys, we're talking about 1 second can ruin your life. And I'm giving you some practical things to think about. Okay? If you read Coach Deborah's book, Build Your Best Life, you will find that it is not a book that is a fashionable book. It's a principle book. Fashionable books are trendy. In other words, the principles don't apply forever. But her book, I like her book because the principles are applicable forever. In other words, it'll be still good stuff 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And I'm here today to tell you, make sure that you pay attention to what you're doing with your seconds, because a second can ruin your life. When you read the book, you're going to find out that there are some things you should do that will be best for you to do to protect you from yourself. Okay? You want to protect you from yourself. Your future is going to have an incredible developing factor connected to it when you are now choosing to be responsible. You want to be responsible with what you do on a daily basis. Okay? So digital footprint. Number 4 is peer pressure. Peer pressure is number 4 on my list of, we're talking about 1 second can ruin your life, can change it forever. This is a platform, Build Your Best Life. And we want you to know, listen, guys, don't be reckless. Don't be reckless with your purpose. Don't be reckless with your destiny. Allow yourself to pay attention to principles. Principles can change your life forever and take you to your promised land. Yielding to peer pressure in a moment of weakness, such as trying drugs or alcohol, can lead to addiction and health issues. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear me? Listen, just one joint, just choosing to drink, just one time. Oh, I'm gonna be strong enough. I got a son. My son's 22 years old. I have to remind him, man, hey man, alcohol is a lot of people's kryptonite. Remember Superman? Superman, whenever he got around kryptonite weakened him. Even though he was the man of steel, kryptonite took him out. There are a lot of great men, alcohol took them out. There are a lot of great men, drugs took them out. I'm here today to tell you, pay attention to peer pressure. Peer pressure is real. Even as you become an adult, peer pressure still exists. I see people on the freeway all the time. Just in a second of a moment, I'm going to press the gas and I'm going to compete with the guy next to me in the other lane. Only to find that you press the gas in a second. All it took was a second. And then you got out of control, hit the other car, both cars flipped, somebody lost their life. Somebody lost their life. It happens because somebody wasn't thinking, somebody didn't understand. Peer pressure is real, and you got to get to the point where you say, I'm not going to be pressured by the behavior of those around me. Write that down. I am not going to be pressured by those around me. Okay? You have to grab a hold of the fact that you can adopt a habit because of association, only finding yourself hurting you over the long haul because of who you were hanging with. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So you got to pay attention. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. Peer pressure is real. If you're watching this, I pray to God that you share this with somebody. Share. Somebody's going to be blessed by this lesson today. Coach Deborah built this platform to help humanity. And this week, while she's off, she's asked me to be one of the people to help host the shows that we do on this platform. It's Tuesday, and we know there are a lot of people praying for this year to be great. There are a lot of people hoping that their sons will be great, their daughters will be great. Well, if you allow them to listen, learn, apply, you'll be amazed the kind of adjustments that can be made. But peer pressure is real. Okay? Last one, but not least. Legal consequences. We're talking 1 second can ruin your life. 1 second of illegal activity, like stealing, okay, can ruin your life. You can get to the point where you start thinking, oh, I can get away with it. I can get away with it. Only to find yourself in trouble because of a second. You thought it wouldn't matter, but it did. You ended up with a criminal record. It ended up affecting you and hurting your future. Education, employment opportunities, and so much more is held back because you didn't think through that. You didn't realize 1 second can ruin your future. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I'm standing in for Coach Deborah this week. And tonight I'm so honored that you've chosen to join me. Please do me a favor. I'm going to look in the comment section and check you guys out. I'll be commenting with you guys in a moment. I just wanted to focus because I don't want to take a lot of your time. I just wanted to make sure that you capture what we're trying to do. This is the blueprint for success. It's the first Tuesday in July, and everybody has a chance to become more or all of what God's created them to be. But you got to pay attention. Pay attention to impulsive decision. Pay attention to how words matter. Pay attention to your digital footprint. Pay attention to peer pressure. Pay attention to the legal consequences when it comes to what you're doing on a daily basis. Make sure you teach that to your son. Make sure you teach that to your children. If you haven't gotten the book yet, please go and get Coach Deborah's book. It'll change your life forever. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. Please join me again on Thursday. I'll have a special guest, and we're going to be talking about something that's going to be a difference maker here on Build Your Best Life. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. If you're on Facebook, please put on that notification bell and encourage others to watch what is being taught on this platform. God bless you. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.